O'Sullivan to break.
7. The winner plays Yan Bingtao or Oliver Lines. You know Alfie. Sullivan a little lucky to immediately snooker him. It's a good escape though.
He couldn't have played that.
He's beaten Mark King 4-1, so he's into the last 16 to play Mitchell Mann. One of those two are going to be in the quarterfinals. Watch him on the table, that's the most important thing, because you've been runner-up in this event the last 3 years. Just shows you though how snooker's in your blood. I mean,
some people retire and the queue goes. Others might play a bit of league snooker or just make a comeback. The queue will remain. Oh dear. Well, that was a double.
1.
With O'Sullivan. With the black spot. Don't see how he can do that yet. So now where will the black go? I don't think.
21.
Bit. Because Ronnie's not that great a beat.
27.
Bad. As we've seen, the high value colour's not really been
33.
Tied up. So I think against it.
39.
Just see in the background there, Yan.
Yeah, well, he's just a trap with the cue ball.
Ronnie O'Sullivan
missed it. Lucky.
Already 43 to the good, O'Sullivan.
1. Seven. 10.
Match. I know he should be, but it isn't always the case with O'Sullivan, is it?
16.
'Leads here by 63 with a possible 59 on.
Foul.
Apt. He would not have played all that many matches on the show table. Certainly not for a long time anyway.
Yeah, just had a half chance really, didn't he, with that difficult plant with the rest.
No.
I think what we've seen through. I mean, Luca Bracella thought played delightfully at times today, but he's out. Judd Trump up tonight as well.
17.
Having won yesterday and was still relatively early in the tournament.
4. 25. 32.
He just seems to be
35.
attacking the intent here. Frame
39.
was not set up down and basically won it in a couple
44.
of visits.
50. 57 on the first frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yeah, as he looks to reach the final for a 4th year running, class of 92. And a lot was expected of him and didn't quite hit the heights as expected. Falcon ringing around the arena.
One.
Since then. Oh dear, head across that one.
Someone who you know, not that long ago, just over a year ago, really, he was saying, "Oh, that's my career over. I'll never pick a cue up again." Now,
He's played that pretty well. That was exactly all. He hit into the blue initially. It's another O'Sullivan error on the safety now.
One.
The world champion, Mark Selby, had it gone in. Don't fancy it, play safe.
Nine.
It's a great shot. There's terrific. Well deserved as well.
go. The world champion, Jack Jones, 2-0 up.
23.
Well, he doesn't mind that.
31.
Ronnie O'Sullivan is capable of, as most others do as well.
35.
It's a terrific shot with...
$43.
Can he put it to bed?
$51.
On the side cushion, playing safe.
Alfie Burden, 51.
Nice break. First one. Well, I believe he hit the other end on the way through. That's not enough to play well.
One.
It's the end game at this level.
Out of his hands as O'Sullivan eats into the deficit here on table 3.
9. $17.
We're up. As you saw, he's very straight on that.
25. $30.
Well, this is the first of a couple of this. Nowhere near.
Ronnie
Hit the
O'Sullivan.
cushions.
Of course, it was Burden who put the green.
Burden as well.
One.
Well, it is a
Alfie Burden, 1.
question here.
Two.
If he's good enough, then he'll go favourite.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 2.
Oh, and that's off the tour. He's been on there for a number of years with a couple of interruptions. Anyway.
23.
From the blurred touch here.
7. 12. 18.
Looks like a steal.
But that green didn't get it.
25
O'Sullivan
on the
makes the
frame.
clearance.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Frame. It's Ronnie O'Sullivan. So Ronnie O'Sullivan with that green to black clearance leads Alfie Burden 2-0. 4 frames needed to reach black. From here on into Christmas are going to come thick and fast.
In the summer of 92 and 91, I think.
There's 38 matches at the Norbreck, and he ended up that summer having...
It was always very difficult to keep up with those
5.
results back then, but Harry being one leading player.
Well, because that was the start of the changing of the guard. All the sort of 80s players started to fade away. Lose that last frame. He needs to try and recover some composure. O'Sullivan not necessarily at his brilliant best today. Wow, that's not a good sign.
Goodness me, that was a mile away, wasn't it?
Well, it's closer to this corner, actually.
1. 7.
Amazing. Well, he hit the target.
11. 18.
O'Sullivan,
23.
again for Alfie.
1.
'Frightening, really. No, I don't think it was on.
Alfie Burden. 1.
Earlier, Ronnie O'Sullivan still holds the record for youngest
5.
ranking event winners. That would be some record to hold, wouldn't it? Having been the youngest to be the old.
Good in time. Yeah. I mean,
12.
if Bing Tower had won here, Stephen Hendry in his pomp was one of the great performances you'll ever.
Sort of showmanship, way to announce your arrival on the
90.
big stage, as you say, win one of the. Badly by what happened in that second frame.
26.
O'Sullivan is taking what's there, and that is a big difference, I think. Frame.
33. 40. 47.
May come down this week to, can he get past one of the real big
Ronnie
hitters? He
O'Sullivan,
struggled
54.
last season,
And the
having up to 5 from victory now, leading Alfie Burden. Jordan Brown in the Welsh Open. John Higgins as well.
1.
He's on it. They enjoy winning. Most people do.
The phrase I
7.
can never work out.
If he's playing a certain type of player, I suppose.
Yeah, he's not expected to win snooker that suggests he can make some sort of comeback.
50.
Near his cue. But played it well.
23.
Side up and down. Must avoid the bulk colours here. Does so pretty well.
$29.
Taking the attacking option, and that's the problem. You see, you rely on luck.
37.
Exactly, so 2-2.
45.
But there's also a red at
51. $54.
got a red, I think, to the middle pocket from what we can see around a couple of cushions here. I think he'd be the
62.
This time he kept it going, and he's shown good character. His natural aggression in a positive way, I think.
70.
well, exactly one frame two. Anyway, break this. And there is more to come.
76. $79.
Likely, frankly, what we'd seen after that second frame, some of the balls he was missing after that, the way he was looking, but he pulled himself
Going.
85. $93.
His best game has come to the fore this afternoon.
$105. $109.
Well, that's just seeing here is a break.
$114.
Sort of a day when they're not all going in. He's not going to do a Selby and guns blazing. It's been a fabulous break, this.
127 in the face.
Ronnie O'Sullivan now leads 3. Both in action tonight. Selby up first at 6:45 against Gary Wilson.
What?
Then Trump against Lou Ning. There's Alfie Burden.
Oh dear. Oh dearie me.
Alfie Bird. One.
Now, can O'Sullivan wrap this up?
5. $11.
The frame, but maybe getting to 30 or 40. Everything.
$24.
Because he did play the shot to get the bunch open.
I want to hand this sort of chance to any player, but least of all, the most successful
30.
break builder ever.
It can be quite mesmerising watching him play, because he does make the game look playing him.
38.
It's only sort of evens whether he comes back to the table, I would say.
44.
He's got on with it.
I think he's cueing well. I mean, but they don't always tell the story. I just think it's and so that's quite a good sign.
On what Ronnie says, but main thing to look out for, is he still in the draw or not?
57.
And if he is,
Yeah, and everyone knows that. I mean, even Judd Trump, who's got a good record against him, he's not really thinking, well, oh good, I'm playing Ronnie. Because we know what
60.
he's capable of.
well, he's over the line here. It's going to be Yan Bingtao or Oliver Lyons next. Fuss about the performance, even when that Burden knocked in that total clearance. So Sullivan is
Coming
round
to the
going into
frame
the Reds,
on the match.
and he's made a
Well
winning
done,
break of 70 victories.